Hi, everyone. Welcome to this talk on turning the other cheek. And what does it really mean? Why did Jesus say, turn the other cheek to your enemy? Of course, not an easy subject. Of course, not easy right now when we are in the middle of a huge conflict in the Middle East. And unfortunately, when you look at that conflict, you can see that there's a lot of manipulation going on all sides. That there is a lot of negativity, propaganda, and planned actions that are going on. So what looks like it was spontaneous is of course not. But aside from that, we're going to move into the sense of turning the other cheek. What does it mean? It means that what Jesus said, if somebody strikes you on one side of your face, your cheek, you turn the other side. What it means is that we remember our origin. If you remember that you are a child of the universe, that you are a result of the desire of life for more life. Your body is upheld and your spirit is going by the spirit, the energy of the universe, which is the energy of life. You're being created over and over and over by the energy of life. The cells in our hands and in our skin, in our body, in our bones are dividing over and over and over thanks to life force energy. And when we remember that I am life force energy, and so are the trees outside the window, the plants, the grass, the cows, the bison, the eagle, the dolphins, the finned, the four-legged, the two-legged. We're all an expression of life force energy. And when we remember that on a deeper level of our consciousness, when we go beneath the layers of trauma and the layers of perception of our superficial mind, when you move your awareness deeper into yourself, you start to feel that sense of oneness. You start to feel that sense of, whoa, oh, I feel alive. Oh, I feel like my body is actually alive. And I feel like my heart is opening up. And I feel like I'm a part of life. And I feel like I can have an experience with nature. I feel like I'm a part of life. As you start to understand that on a very deep spiritual, emotional gnosis level, you know that you are part of life. There are no real enemies. Yes? Because we can see that all the conflicts are based on misunderstandings and misinterpretations. They're not based in the truth that we are all part of the same human race, that we're all part of the same expression of life. We're all part of the same expression of life on the planet. Just like the plants, the four-leggeds, the two-leggeds. We're part of the same energy field. And the only way we can go into conflict is if we choose to forget that we are part of the same movement of life. The only way we can go out there and hate somebody else and create violence and create suffering with our actions, the only way we can do that is when we forget who we really are, that we really are an expression of life on the planet. So as we forget that, we go into these states where hate can take over, a sense of separation, divisiveness can take over. And as that takes over, we suddenly, oh my God, I'm going to get even with this person. And we completely it's like we're living in denial of the understanding that we are part of a larger movement of life. So just like if you remember when, like for indigenous people living in touch with nature, it is a lot easier to understand that we are part of the same system, that Earth Mother is our mother, sustaining our life with all the gifts that are being provided from Earth Mother. Everything you touch comes out of Earth Mother. Every single thing. Yes, there may be one meteorite here and there, but everything else, your steering wheel in your car, everything in your life originates out of Earth Mother, and then humans manipulate that matter into other forms. But when we understand this movement, both of life on Earth Mother, and that we are a part of it, if you remember that you are a living force on this planet and you're a part of that life, and in a way, because humans have been given a certain level of understanding, a level of connection to creative energy, you are a god. And when we start to understand that, we start to go, oh, how can we go out there and have conflict if we remember our origins? The only way we can do it is when we completely forget our origins. So even though those conflicts are fought in the name of their God, that is not God. There's no God out there that's going to want to go out and kill each other. Yes? No God out there that's going to tell his followers, you go and kill them and you go and kill them. No, we're part of the same system. We're part of the same movement of life. And it's also interesting to see that the conflict that's happening right now, they believe in the same God. They just call it by different names. But the translations, when you look at their translations, they mean the same. So it's really fascinating to see that we have forgotten who we are. And that's how these conflicts can happen. And the way to remember why Jesus said, turn the other cheek, is because it means that he remembered that we are all part of love, of the movement of life on this planet. We can refer to that as God, but we are part of the same energy. And turning the other cheek means that we recognize it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to lay your life down for if a tiger comes into the room or if somebody comes in to rob you. You don't have to lay your life down, but you do have a choice. But there's also a part of this self-love where we do sit being able to, okay, so I have a right to be here as well. I have integrity and sovereignty, as well do you, right? But if I lead with anger, and if I lead with, I'm going to hurt you, we have enemies. If I lead with, I want to turn my cheek, I want to recognize you as a friend, I want to recognize you as love, I can see the love in you, I can see the light in you. Just like that famous, beautiful saying, namaste, that to certain degrees, it can mean the soul in me recognizes the soul in you, the love in me recognizes the love in you, and I bow. Now, when we look at that, or my true nature recognizes your true nature, when we start looking at that, that's how this all comes together. We understand that my true nature is love and light and God. Your true nature is love and light and God. We are just facets of that expression of life on the planet. We're different facets that took a different expression. Nothing right or wrong about that. I have no more rights than anyone else to walk on this planet. And I have no less rights than anyone else to walk on this planet. But many people forgot. So when you sit in your deeper space, in your heart-opening space, in your centered energy where you connect to Earth Mother and Father Sky, and you sit in this like, whoa, I feel very good right now. We are influencing, affecting, impacting the quantum field from that space with love, with connectivity, tranquility, balance. And as we manage to do that, we're adding that to the field. And this is where we remember. We turn the other cheek. So we can live in connection to soul, to source. All right, everyone. I hope this made sense to you. So much love. So much love. Namaste. And I hope